Sorry about the interruption. Here we go. What we've got is another problem here where we're going to go ahead and solve the absolute value equation, but we've got a whole bunch of stuff we've got to look out for. So let's just jump right into this one. Tons of things that we're going to need to move first, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to add the 2x to the other side, which is going to leave me with 3. Slow down here. Make sure my numbers look good so you can read them. So here we go. We're going to have 3 times the absolute value of 2x plus 2. I am moving this 2x to the other side by adding it. There's already an x over there, so x plus 2x is going to give me 3x. And I still have that plus 3 over there. Now we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 3. The 3's will cancel on this side, leaving me with just the 2x plus 2. Over here on this side, remember we're dividing everybody by 3, but maybe a simpler way of thinking of it is 3x divided by 3, which would just be x, and 3 divided by 3, which would just be 1. Now we're all set to do our positive and negative version, because that absolute value is all by itself, and it doesn't look like it's equal to a negative number, so we should be good. Here we'll do the positive right here. We'll do the negative one over there later. So we got 2x plus 2 is equal to x plus 1. Here we go. We're going to try and keep things positive if we can. I'm going to subtract this x to this side. 2x minus x is going to be an x. No way to keep it positive at this point. Subtract the 2 to this side. 1 minus 2, negative 1. All right, so we get x is equal to a negative 1. Let's plug that in and check our solution. I plug a negative 1 into my original problem. 2 times a negative 1 is a negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2, that's right, it is 0. The absolute value of 0, of course, being 0. And 0 times 3 is 0. Awesome, that all goes away. We're just left with 0. Negative 2 times a negative 1 would be a positive 2. Let me write a positive 2 up here just to help us keep track of it. Let's figure out what happens over here. I plug in the negative 1 plus 3. That's right, it is a positive 2, and this answer checks out. Let's do the negative side. We're going to have 2x plus 2. You should be comfortable with it at this point. I need to make this side negative, but it's not a single term. It is a binomial. Don't forget to distribute that minus sign. Go ahead and put it in parentheses so that you remember to do that. All right, I'm going to do my best to keep things positive here. I'm going to subtract this x to the other side, 2x minus x. Oh, hold up. I messed up my distributive property. 1 second. I distribute my minus sign through the parentheses. This should be a negative x. There we go. Whew, that was almost bad. I'm going to add the x to this side. That's going to give me 3x. And then I will subtract 2 to this side. Negative 1 minus 2 should be a negative 3. Do I get that? Negative 3, yep. And then x is going to be equal to negative 3 divided by 3 is a minus 1. Hang on a second, let me make sure I did that right. Negative x minus 1, add it, subtract it. Okay, we get the exact same answer both times. We already checked it. Negative 1 already works, so there we go. We saw both the positive and the negative version, and we wind up with a negative 1 in both cases. That is really weird. I didn't expect that to happen. Hang on, let me just double check my work one more time. We take our equation, we make the left-hand side negative by distributing the minus sign, x and 1, 2x. Okay, so I got my 2x plus 2. Distribute my minus sign, negative x, negative 1. Add the x, that gets me 3x. Subtract the 2, minus 3, that definitely gets me 1. Maybe I messed up over here. 2x minus x is going to be an x. All checks out. Awesome. So we do wind up getting the same answer in both versions. That takes care of all the problems on this page of the notes. Head on over to the next page. I'll meet you there.